Hi, my name is Jesty and welcome to another episode of Jestycraft. I'm currently here standing in our beautiful llama sanctuary that we built last episode. So, lots has happened since the last episode. I actually got pretty stuck on my most recent build and I've been kind of working on it like on and off for the past several weeks, months, I guess. And I keep changing it because I don't know, but I feel like I need to just go ahead and record this. So I recorded myself building it and everything, but it's changed so many times and I've changed my mind. So I'm just going to show you the finished result. And I didn't really build any like actual structures. It's more like an organic build. And the few structures that I did build are kind of replicas of other things that exist in the world. So I figured it will be okay. But yeah, I need to get this recorded because if I keep putting this off and keep changing things, we'll never get to the next episode. So I'm here in the llama sanctuary. Last episode, a new subscriber left a comment asking for me to name one of the llamas Phil. So I'm going to do that. Let me press F1. Oops, wrong. I keep pressing all the wrong buttons. I haven't done this in a while. Let me press E, get this name tag here. I specifically want to name this. There's a brown one that doesn't have any carpet or anything on it because if you watched very closely at the end of last episode, it was right here, like prancing up and down. It was hopping up and down. I almost put a little annotation in the episode, but I decided against it. But I thought it was pretty funny, so I'm gonna name that one Phil. Oh, there it is, right up here. So Phil, here you go. Welcome to Jestycraft Llama Phil. Okay, so let me just go ahead and head home. I do want to talk about one thing. I mentioned this last episode. I haven't done any of the new advancements. I'm gonna fly through the barn because I've been doing this a lot recently and it's kind of fun. I haven't done any of the new advancements since I updated to 1.14 except for the ones that we did last episode, which was getting these two cats. So you have to collect, I believe it's, I forgot the number again. Is it 11? Let me press L. I can find out right now. It's here. 11, yes. So we got two. We have the British Shorthair and the American Ragdoll cat. So this is the British Shorthair, which we named Earl. And we have the Ragdoll, which is Anne. Did I say American Ragdoll? I think it's just called a regular Ragdoll. I don't even know if there's such a thing as an American Ragdoll. But as of right now, those are the only two advancements in 1.14 that I've done. I'm so far behind. This is the furthest behind I've ever been in Jestycraft. I'm usually like one update behind a lot of times because I have to wait till later because I use shaders, so it always takes a little bit longer than normal. But I'm two full updates behind at the moment. And so I want to ask you guys this. I'm planning to update on the live stream episode, which is going to be the 200th episode special. So that's when I'm planning to update my world. So would you like for me to do this, where we could live stream myself getting all of the 1.14 episodes at that point, or I can just skip ahead to 1.16 because all of the updates that I haven't done yet, they don't take away any advancements except for one, and it's one that we've already gotten, this one right here. The serious dedication gets turned into making a netherite hoe instead. But aside from that, it only adds on to some of these, like there's like new foods that get added. The cat thing stays the same, breeding more types of animals, there's more things to breed, but it's all the same stuff. So technically I wouldn't be leaving out any advancements because part of what I do in this series is getting all of the advancements in the game. Would you guys like for me to do 1.14 and just get the 1.14 ones and then update to 1.15, get the 1.15 ones, and then update to 1.16 and get the rest of those? Or would you like me to just skip to 1.16 and just get them all at once? Either way is fine with me. But yeah, so just let me know if you have any particular preference. But let me go ahead this way and let's put on my armor. So these maps are missing because the island that I built takes up these four and then these down here. Wait, yeah, it takes up those four and then this is like our village, which we're also going to go and look at because I redesigned it. I redesigned the village a while ago. I just haven't gotten around to showing it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I used to go there pretty much every episode in season 2. I haven't been there, I want to say at least 3 or 4 episodes. So yeah, and that's the reason why I've been kind of like updating it to the new village style in between the episodes. So here we go. I'm gonna actually go to the Squiduary first. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm gonna do this episode like season 1 of Jestycraft, where it's not gonna be cut. I'm just gonna do this and get this recorded and done with. So here we are at the Squiduary, and it is time to add in a new subscriber to my world. So if you don't already know, this is where, you know what? I'm gonna go, actually no, I'll just swim. But yeah, this is where I add in subscribers to my world. It used to be Squid, but then when the 1.13 update came out, squid no longer spawn naturally in any body of water. It has to be a river, ocean, or a beach biome. Oop, why did that not work? Oh, I have my Elytra engaged. Let me step down. Beep. There we go. Now I should be able to climb up. But yeah, so they won't naturally spawn in here, so I switched to naming fish after you guys. So let me close the hatch. So the subscriber that I am adding today is Mia. Mia is a very long time subscriber to Jestycraft, and she brought up a very interesting point. So several of you guys have been subscribed for a really long time, but you guys change your names quite often. A lot of times you guys let me know when it happens, but sometimes you don't, and it takes me a while to kind of realize, like, oh wait, I know who that person is. So if you ever do change your name, just let me know, or you don't have to technically, but usually I can kind of figure it out, but sometimes I can't. But yeah, so Mia changed her name and she let me know. So Mia, by the way, is a queen angelfish. So I'm gonna let her walk the plank and enter the Squiduary. Welcome to Jestycraft, Mia. So let me go ahead and put this bucket back. And I don't think I showed any of the ice biome island yet. Okay, I'm getting the weird Minecraft game sound. I'm gonna try not to show it. Let me fly it off at an angle this way. Oh yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. But I think the best way to look at it is, you know what? We actually get a good view of it from off of this bridge here. So I'm just going to come right here, and then I'm going to turn around and do the reveal. So if you've read the title already, you know I've named this island Narwhal Island, and you're going to see why in a little bit. So here we go. Da, 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 da. There it is in all of its glory. There are still some things that I haven't figured out yet, or I've changed my mind about. But again, like I said, I'm just going to have to show you guys, because otherwise I'm never going to get to the next episode. So let's just go over this way and enter. So this is where you enter. I had to remove the bridge. If you recall, I built a bridge here a really long time ago, and my initial plan for this island, I was going to make it a park. I changed my mind about what I was going to do on this island so many times, but now since I'm planning to add in pretty much every different biome in the game, I'm kind of bringing them all to my area. I have quite a few of them that are here naturally, but we added a jungle up here at the Squiduary. I've added all of the ice biomes here. We're going to go over that in a little while. I added a swamp over there, and last episode we added the savanna for the llama sanctuary. But here we go. So I removed the bridge because I wanted this to be an isolated island, so I didn't want it to be connected. So yeah, you just kind of have to jump over the little water there. So we enter, and up the steps we go, and here we are. I have Jeb and Popo locked in here for now. I'm gonna actually just go ahead and let them out. Let them be. Oh wow, Popo does not want to be in here anymore. I'm really. Oh, they both want out. I'm so sorry. They've been locked in this igloo for I can't even tell you how long. But okay, here's the big reveal. So it's. Oh, let me turn this way. Here we go. It's called Narwhal Island because, as you guys know, I've been a big fan of making things that look like other things on the map. So as you can guess, this island is shaped like a narwhal, and it looks pretty cool on the map, I'm not gonna lie, but it did not start this way. The only idea that stayed the same was the fact that this island is shaped like a narwhal, but the way I decorated and put things here, I had to edit this so much, and it turned out less was more. The problem was, I just had way too many ideas. I had so many things that I wanted to do on this island and build and add, and it just didn't look good. It looked like a mess. There was this stuff everywhere, so I had to scale things back quite a bit, but I think it looks pretty cool. So what I've done, I've used this path. I made an ice path that goes through the island, and it's wavy like this because I thought it would look cool. It looks kind of watery, like a little wave in the water, but this bisects the island in half. So we have this half, which is our ice plains half, and this is where I'm going to bring more polar bears. So far I only have Popo here, and I'm letting him roam free for now. They can't get out of this island, same with Jeb, but in the future when I get polar bears and bring more over here, this is going to be their half of the island because this is their natural habitat. And on the other side, I have the cold taiga, and this is where we're going to bring our Arctic foxes. If you don't know, there are two types of foxes in the game. There are the red foxes, which I'm going to put at the forestry lookout, which we talked about in the episode that I built that. But over here is where I'm going to put the white foxes, and those are the Arctic foxes, and this is also their natural habitat. So I think it'll be kind of cool. I am a little worried. I've never found foxes in the game yet. I've never even gone looking for them, but I don't think they can jump out of here because this is kind of high, but they jump really high because they pounce. So maybe they can. I might have to raise the wall here, but again, I won't know until I get some and figure out how they work. Oh, Jeb ate a piece of grass that was here. If Jeb eats like grass that like a block that actually has this grass block on it, it does that. But if he eats one that's like this, it'll stay snow. So yeah, I might have to put him somewhere else. I could put him in the barn with the other animals, but he's right now keeping Popo company because I don't want Popo to be alone. Well, I guess there is Rapunzel in the ice spike tower. So I built a lot of ice spikes at first. And I decided to go with 1 because I decided to make it the eye of the narwhal. Get it? The eye spike, kind of. It's kind of a pun, play on words. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. So I only built 1. Yeah, the sun is going down. You know what? Let's just go this way. So these are supposed to be whale bones because this is where I'm planning to store some strays. I think I'm going to make like little cages that hang off the top of these. Like put like 1 or 2 inside of there, like they're trapped. Because again, I'm collecting every single mob in the game. So we need strays and this is their natural habitat. Or I might kind of incorporate them into the wall. I don't know. But this ice path leads through here. And the reason I have this huge like ice wall is again to... Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. I need to make sure that the polar bears can't see the foxes because polar bears attack and kill foxes. So we don't want that to happen. So the sun is going down. Let me go over here and sleep really quickly. So I have a bed in this igloo here. So let's sleep. So basically I built 2 like in-game structures on this island. One that we're in right now, this little igloo. But let's talk about this house here. So I have every single villager in the game. They're in this village behind me, which you're going to look at in a second. But I think since all of the biome like villages have like different skins to them, I think I'm not going to collect every single one. Maybe I will far in the future, but I think I might focus on getting at least like 2 of each, because what we can do, I can put 2 in here. We can have a nitwit because there's only like the nitwit version. You can't like give him a job or anything, and an unemployed. And what we could do with the unemployed, as long as we put the different job blocks and don't trade with him, we can put a different job block and he'll change like what he's wearing. So that way we technically can kind of cycle through every like skin that they have, and I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's what I'm planning for this little house here. This will be where we store our ice or cold village villagers. And I built the house again. I replicated what the houses look like that naturally spawn in the game. But okay, so in this igloo, if you don't know, there's usually a trapdoor under the carpet, but I didn't put it under the carpet because I didn't want to constantly have to break the carpet, so I just put it on top of the carpet. And this leads us to our underground little tunnel here. So in here, I'm planning to put a villager or maybe something else, I don't know, but we could trap him out. Or maybe I could also like make another tunnel that goes somewhere else. I hear a squid dying, which is unfortunate, so yeah. But this way leads us to our village. So if you recall, when I first built this village, well, I finished it. I started this in season 1. This was my biggest project in Jestycraft season 1. It took forever, but if you recall, I always said that I was going to connect this island with a tunnel, and I explained that in like episode 1 of season 2. So that's the tunnel. That little igloo leads us underground to here. So I've changed every single hut here except for one, and we're going to talk about that. So pre 1.14, there were always 13 types of villagers. There were 12 professions and a nitwit. Now there are 15 types of villagers. There's 13 professions, a nitwit, and also the unemployed. And we have every single one here, and they're all the plain style because I got these all from the plains. I cured zombie villagers, and that's how we got them. So now it's a lot easier to get the different types of villagers. All you need is an unemployed and give him the job block that will change them to the ones you want. I did this the hard way. I had to find that specific villager as a zombie and like cure him. So yes, we have them all. In here is the armorer. So if we go in, you can see him. And I put glass here because I want to be able to see their skins entirely. But we have a blast furnace because that's what you, the armorer kind of uses. So, oh, how did I hit him? I am so sorry. I don't know how that happened. I didn't even press the button. Maybe, I don't know what just happened. Maybe my keyboard stuck or something? It's doing it again. What's happening? Did you guys see that? My fist just started punching. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on with my game. I'm gonna just click my button a couple of times. Did my button stick or something? I'm scared now. I don't want to accidentally punch a villager. I'm just gonna go this way. In here, we have the stonemason, but he's an unemployed villager right now because I need to give him his job. Like, I wanted to do that on camera. So as soon as I place this here, he should change into a there we go. And now he's a mason novice. So I'm going to close this. You guys might be wondering why I have, oh, he can't go over that because they recognize that as a full block. And I have all of these huts designed so that they can't jump or escape. But you might be wondering why I have iron doors on everything. That's not really necessary, but the pillager raids can like spawn in different light levels, and I don't want them to, like, sometimes the villagers, they go inside of houses and they don't close the door. Sometimes they leave doors open, and I don't want that to happen and somehow a pillager ends up in here and kills one of my villagers. Granted, it will be easy to get another one to replace it, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, let's just keep going. So as you can see, we have an unemployed villager here. If I right click him, he's gonna shake his head like that because I can't trade with him because he doesn't have a job. But then these are villagers that I already traded with, which is why they kept their occupation. But yeah, okay, so let's go in here. My two most prized villagers are in the library. I have my Unbreaking 3 right here, and I have him a lectern because that's what he needs. And up here is my Mending villager for 12 emeralds. It's so good, and he has a lectern as well. So yeah, let's get out of here. I've moved some of the, like in here I used to keep the farmer, but now I have the cartographer. So let's just go on in. You can see his full skin. He has his cartography table. It's pretty cool. These are my Ocean Explorer map and my Woodland Explorer map. These are the first Ocean Explorer map that I got and the very first Woodland Mansion that we went to. So I put these on display in here because this is the cartographer, and this is actually the cartographer that I got these maps from. At least one of them. I might have gotten the other one from another one of my cartographers that are like outside. These chests naturally spawn in these. I placed this here obviously because I built this myself, and again it's adjusted so that he can escape. I just put the chest there because I don't know why. I might put something in there later. But yes, let's come over here. Here is the archer. Let's come in here, or the Fletcher, and as you can see, his full skin, and we have the fletching table. And yeah, that's basically that. Let's go out here, and in here is my shepherd. I've moved the shepherd to over here. He has a loom, and back here I have two sheep. I have a yellow and a white because in most of the villages, oops, let me do that better. Let me in, there we go. In most of the villages, the wool that they use for these huts are yellow and white. I could have changed the colors, but I just thought it worked better with the birch. Also, I'm calling this village Sunflower Village because it's in the Sunflower Plains. I've added sunflowers here, but most of them were naturally spawned here. And yeah, I just added more because I thought that would be kind of cool. And also the birch kind of reminds me of sunflower seeds, like the birch wood. Oh, I'm punching again. I don't know what's happening. I honestly don't know what's happening. I think I need to check out my mouse because it's randomly punching for, I don't even know why. But yeah, so I'm calling this Sunflower Village now. Oh look, the Iron Golem is offered. Oh, he was rejected. Oh, that's so sad. Is this Andy? Oh, Andy, I'm so sorry. Over here, this is the Iron Golem that we used for the Christmas episode. When I built the sleigh, he functioned as Santa. Glitch is no longer. Ever since I updated to 1.14, he's never been seen again. Glitch was one of our, like, obviously Glitch golems. He was here sometimes, sometimes not. Ever since I updated to 1.14, he disappeared. I haven't named the Santa golem yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna name him Santa. I might name him something else. I don't know, but he's just kind of here for now. Okay, in here we have our weaponsmith. And he gets a grindstone. And out here, this was an unemployed villager, but I added the grindstone here because it used to be 2 half slabs of the smooth stone. But in the new village update, they now put a grindstone there. So this one just decided to get a job as well. Also, I added some composters in here so these farmers can actually maintain the crops here. Let's just continue back here. And over here we have the toolsmith. So if I enter in here, I'm really excited about this because in 1.16 you use this. I don't think I can use it. Yeah, see, I'm clicking on it right now, but nothing's happening because I need to update to the newer versions. This is actually a functional block for the player now, and you use this to create the netherite tools. But yes, this is my weaponsmith right here. Or toolsmith, not weaponsmith, toolsmith. And yes, yeah, he's in here and safe. Up here we have the cleric. So let's just enter the church, and he gets a brewing stand. And this guy I trade with a ton. Like, I'm always giving him rotten flesh with emeralds. I need to get more emeralds because I used a ton in the barn. This is sad. Okay, let's just talk about this. I've been keeping these animals in a chest. They used to be in my inner chest, but then I moved them to another chest. I've been saying I was going to bury them in the village when I built this graveyard here for the longest time, and today's the day. So let's just start up here. Hamlet. We found Hamlet in episode 70, and he survived through episode 75. Unfortunately, he suffocated. These are his 2 pork chops, and he can now rest in peace here. Cave sheep we found in episode 80 when we found that cave where now I'm storing my phantom, Danny, and he died in episode 100 when we fought the wither. He took a direct blast from the withers, so obviously he did not survive that. And as you can see, his wrong button and his white wool that he dropped, he may rest in peace here. Easter rabbit, I don't know, I need to change that, or Easter bunny, I need to change that because obviously it's not the Easter bunny didn't die, but it's the bunny that died in the Easter episode, and he dropped a raw rabbit, and that was episode 112. It was really sad. Okay, over here, unlucky polar bear. It couldn't fit, so I put unlucky P bear. Episode 168, we had to kill a polar bear to get the advancement of killing all the hostile mobs in the game, because apparently Minecraft counts polar bears as hostile, even though they're only hostile if they actually have a cub with them. Otherwise, they're the nicest things ever, just like Popo. Popo never attacks me. But yeah, so here are the raw cod that he dropped, and there we go. Brown bunny, this was the closest one to becoming a pet. I did want Hamlet to be a pet. I named him and everything, but we were really far. This was when we were exploring. I think this was on our way to the woodland mansion when we found him. And he suffocated before we can even get home in a boat. But Brown Bunny, we were right there in the mesa, and I had him leashed and everything, but he plummeted to his death. It was really sad. I screamed. It was awful. That was episode 146, and the raw rabbit and rabbit hide that he dropped. So there we go. And hopefully we don't have to add to this graveyard, but I do have space here that we can add more if more of my animals unfortunately meet like untimely demises. But let's just go this way. We're almost done. And this hut is where I put the farmer. Now, every single different profession now has a different style building. The farmer hut, the reason I use this big house for him is because the farmer hut is essentially a 5x5 like this one is, and it just has a couple of little crops on the outside, like wheat crops, so it doesn't really look that different. It looks very similar to the fishing hut. So I was like, you know what, we don't really need that. So I just put him in here, and I'm calling this my farmer's market. And he's back here. The farmers get a composter. He's very busy. Let me look at him. Yeah, hi. Oh, and he's going back to work. Yeah, he's busy. Let's get out of here. And here is the fishing hut. I have my fisherman in here. The fisherman is probably my favorite of the villagers. He has a really cool skin. You can see the little fish, the emerald, and he has a little net on this side. If I can maybe crouch and jump up here. And you see the little net that he has, and he has the little straw hat. It's pretty cool. And we can exit this. Oops, I'm punching again. Why is this happening? We can exit here. They get their private little fishing area, and I have some salmon and cod. They must be, yep, they're all kind of congregated in the back here. But yeah, that's the fishing hut. Right here's the butcher's house. I had to rotate it, but it's basically the same thing. And my butcher is in here, as you can see, and they get this smoker. And back here I have one of every farm animal. So we have a sheep, a cow, a pig, and a chicken. And yeah, let's just get out of here. We only have one more to go. Right here is my leather worker. So back here, and he gets a cauldron, and I put water in it. It doesn't have to have the water, but I thought it looked cool. And yeah, this is one of my leather workers. And I put more cauldrons out here because this is how this particular building shows up in the world naturally. So unfortunately, I think a couple of them were already leather workers, so I think they found these extra cauldrons, but I'm pretty sure one of my unemployed ones became a leather worker because of that. But I still have all of the different kinds. As you can see, oh, I need to eat. Yeah, we have every single villager here, and we also have some unemployed ones walking around. But this, wow, I just started flying. But this is all of the different types of, what are they called? Plain style villagers. So again, in the future, I may get, oh, this iron golem is trying to kill something. You know what, let me go ahead and sleep. There are no beds in here, so as you can see, they're just all out and about. But I'm pretty sure I have this village lit up well enough. But again, the reason I put the iron doors was because, again, I have one of every single type of villager. I don't want them to die for whatever reason. I want them to stay alive. Again, it's really easy to get them if they were to die now in 1.14, but still, these are my original ones, so I want to kind of keep them here like that. I do have one bed, and it's in here, and the reason the villagers can't use it is because they can't pathfind to it because it's up a ladder. So I'm going to use it just so I can turn it to daytime, and then we can go ahead and end this episode. Did I talk about everything? I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, I guess I'll do a little flyover of the ice biome island just so you can see it from above. And next episode, we will build the mystery building, which I showed you on the map already. It's in the shape of the Deathly Hallows. I've already been testing out some ideas, and I have a pretty clear picture of what I want the outside to look like, because I've kind of done the wall a little bit, and I tested some designs for the front. But the inside I'm just going to do in that episode because I think it's going to be easy. It's going to be a fairly simple interior to do, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Oh wait, I'm supposed to fly over this so you can see it. Oh, by the way, as you can see, the narwhal's horn, there's nothing here. If you have any suggestions on what I can do with this, it's a really narrow strip. I have it blocked off right now so that Popo can escape, but I don't know what to do with the narwhal's horn. It's a really awkward little peninsula right here. I thought about doing like a parkour, like a narrow parkour thing where you start here, you have to like jump up, and then the goal is the very end to reach the top here. And yeah, but I'm terrible at parkour, but I thought that would be kind of fun. But I really don't know what to do. So if any of you have any ideas of what to do on the narwhal's horn, let me know. But okay, let's fly back up. I guess we should say, why can't I fly? There we go. We should say hi to Rapunzel, because I didn't do that. She's there. Oh, I see her. Let me just kind of land right here. That was kind of bad. Hi Rapunzel, how are you? She's very happy ever since we removed her pumpkin, her pumpkin hair. Yeah, she's in there. Oh, I didn't show you guys this. You know how I incorporated the JestyRealm initials into all of my builds? I did it in here. If you look closely, you can see the J combined with the R. And over here, I just have like a little pool for Popo, and this is where he sleeps. Other like I'm considering his bedding or something, but it's also just to kind of so you can see the J and the R where the path blocks. It's kind of forced, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't know where else to put it. I didn't really want it to show up on the map because I like this look of it. Because again, I wanted it to look like a narwhal. If you know anything about narwhals, their backs, they're kind of spotted, but their backs, the spots are bigger and more closely kind of spaced together, and then they have like an ombre effect where the further you go down, the spots get smaller and it turns into kind of speckles. So I kind of wanted to recreate that, and I think it turned out really cool. Also, I learned that narwhals don't really have a dorsal fin. Like they have like a little bump right around here, so but they don't have a full-on fin like a dolphin does or anything like that. So yeah, but this is Narwhal Island, and this map is starting to get pretty filled out. We have our village right here, the Birch Village, which I'm calling Sunflower Village now. Narwhal Island, we have our UFOs, the Guardian UFOs that we built a few episodes ago. Right here is where our why can't I think of his name right now? Not the Nitwitch. Why was I gonna call him the Nitwitch? No, Yort. Yort lives here. He's a nitwit, but his name is Yort. The Nitwitch lives in the swamp. And then over here we have our Squiduary. You can see part of the pirate ship that I built. You see our paths. I have a really cool idea for this hill here. You can see it right here. That's going to be a project to do on live stream. I'm really excited about it, and I think you guys are going to think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's not going to be one of the builds that leads up to episode 200. But oh, by the way, I'm planning to just basically live stream Jestycraft quite a bit once I get past episode 200. 200, we're going to go ahead and try to get as many advancements as we can, and yeah, we're going to go from there. But okay, I think that brings us to the end of this episode. Did I ever really fly over this island and give you guys a good look? I don't think I did, so I'm going to do that right now. Here it is, an overview of the island. It looks pretty cool. I like flying through the little pass here. I'm calling this Stray's Pass, by the way, or the Spine, because I thought that was kind of cool. Because yeah, this is going to be our dangerous. I want it to look very kind of fantasy-like. Like, you know how when you my plan for my world, once I build more things, you know how when you read like a fantasy novel and there's like the maps in the front of the book to just kind of show you the layout of the world and like all the places that the characters go. I want that kind of an effect. I want to just have all these like different locations and areas that kind of, yeah, just kind of make up the world. I think that'd be really, really cool. Oh, by the way, these are supposed to be snowflakes. I tried to put like little snowflake patterns inside of the back of the narwhal because I thought that was kind of cool. The unfortunate thing, since this is actually technically a sunflower plains on this island, it's gonna rain here. In a true snow biome, it snows. We won't get snow, so that's why I put my own snow. Like all of this is obviously placed here, but I added little snowflakes in the narwhal on the map. But okay, so next episode we are going to build the mystery building in the shape of the Deathly Hallows symbol. I hope you guys are excited for that, and I hope you guys like this episode. I'm sorry it took me so long, but again, I was stuck. I edited this island so much. I'm at a point now where I think it's okay. It's still not finished. Obviously, I don't know what I want to do with the narwhal horn, so let me know if you have any suggestions about that. But yeah, I have to move on. Otherwise, I will never get past this episode. So I will see you next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!